Do you know your screen time? Most probably you don't. And if you do, it's going to be up to 10 hours a day. And if it's not, it's going to be somewhere near that. My daily average screen time is literally less than 5 hours. And to be very fair, like up to 3 hours of that is just from the YouTube app and the timer app, because I use YouTube as my main music sources while I'm working out. And I use the clock app to time my rest in between sets. So these two apps are like open on my phone all the time while I'm working out. If you subtract that from my average screen time, it's less than 2 hours a day. How many of you can say that your daily average screen time is less than 2 hours? If anybody of you is under the illusion that you do use your phone very less and that it's going to be less than 2 hours, just quickly go to your phone settings and go to digital well-being. There you'll be able to see your daily and weekly screen time, and you'll be surprised. You spend days on your phone, like days worth of hours on your phone weekly. My screen time on my phone used to be very similar to what probably it is for you right now. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly the few settings that I changed in order to get rid of my smartphone addiction completely. So keep watching. The number one thing that I did was I turned off all notifications from my phone. Notifications are probably the number one cause of you clicking on apps that you don't need to click on. Like, just because you got a text from someone doesn't mean you have to like reply to it right then and there. If you're a high value man with priorities set, you need to turn off all notifications from your phone. That means all. There's nothing important that is happening in your life right now. As a 19 to 23 year old, there's nothing that is happening that can be possibly so alarming that you need notifications on your phone. First thing I would do if I were your coach is I would ask you to turn off all sorts of notifications from your phone. The second most distracting thing and the most evil thing in my opinion that is like the invention of the modern society is going to be social media. I post on almost like all social medias, and I used to post on all social media, and now my priorities are like YouTube. And then if I get the time and if I have the energy, maybe Instagram. But I still don't have Instagram on my phone. I still barely use YouTube on my phone. And I don't use these apps at all for entertainment. That's because I've programmed my brains that way. I don't keep any social media app on my phone. My friends know that I'm not on any of these social media apps. If you just take my word for it and just get off social media for 30 days, you'll feel so much nicer. You won't see the stories of your friends having fun and going out together and partying. You won't have any FOMO. You're going to feel so much better. Your mental health is going to be so much nicer. Your attention span is going to it's not going to get like completely replenished, but it's going to start to improve. And that's all from doing one thing, is deleting all social media from your phone. Unless you're an influencer, unless you're a person that owns from social media like me, and I still don't keep Instagram, there's no reason why you should keep Instagram or any other social media app on your phone. There are going to be some apps, however, that you're just addicted to, like WhatsApp. You can't really delete WhatsApp from your phone. Like, you need WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp is necessary to have, but keeping it on the home screen is probably the biggest mistake, because even when you don't want to use WhatsApp, you're just going to end up clicking on it. It's just a habit. You turn your phone on and then you click on WhatsApp. Like, that's the cue that the brain has. That's a habit. The only way to remove that habit is to remove the cue. The cue is looking at the WhatsApp icon on your home screen. When you remove it from the home screen and you have to like go inside the phone, go to the apps, and then scroll and go get to WhatsApp, that's an additional step which is going to completely like dissolve the habit. Don't use the apps that you use like the most often. Don't keep them on the home screen, because you will realize that you don't really need to use it as often. You don't need to open it like 30-40 times a day. You really only need to open them like once before going to sleep, and you'll be able to answer to all your emails. You'll be able to reply to all your text messages. Just open them once a day. Don't make it easier for you to be a degenerate and start scrolling and start replying to texts that you don't need to reply on. Stop wasting your time. If you found this video valuable, there is a survey form in the description below. If you fill that up, I'm going to contact you, and then you'll be eligible to get enrolled in a free program that I'm holding. It's going to be a series of workshops where I'm going to hold you accountable every single day, and I'm going to teach you different things about self-improvement, how to build discipline, how to build habits, how to be more consistent with your discipline, and how to actually get benefits from your self-improvement habits instead of just stopping in between and just being satisfied with mediocre results. If that is something that you're interested in, it's completely free. All I need from you is to actually follow through the entire process and get the transformation. If you do that, I'll be more than happy. That's all I'm looking for right now. So if that sounds interesting, click the link below. It's a completely free form, and fill it up. Number 4 is have a grayscale on your phone. If you don't know what that means, is basically it turns your phone black and white. If you look at my phone, it's completely black and white right now. That's my anime wallpaper, but it's completely black and white. And I barely have the apps that I use the most, the clock app for the timer and the workout wala app on my phone. These are the only apps that I use the most often. Other than that, there's the notes app and there's WhatsApp. I don't have anything else on my home screen, and you don't need to have anything else, on your home screen. You keep your phone like that and it's going to be so much less appealing to you that you wouldn't want to open that app at all. You can Google how to turn on Greyscale on your particular model of your phone. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, you can turn on Greyscale. Number 5, I don't exactly know the settings and I don't even remember how to do it. So I'll just tell you what the thing I did was. I made it so when I pick up the phone, it doesn't turn on its own. I have to press the button, or I have to put my fingerprint on the backside. That's the only way it unlocks. When you pick the phone up and it's just open like that, that's not a good thing, because it's like alluring. It's like a siren. It's alluring you to use it. But when you look at the phone and you only need to look at the time, you can just press the button, look at the time, turn it back on. Like, if you think about it, this might not even sound like a useful advice, but it's so powerful because it's a subconscious thing, that it's a feature that the smartphone industry added intentionally to make it so you use it more often. So it must have some level of leverage, right? When you turn that setting off in your phone so it doesn't turn on automatically when you pick it up, it's going to drastically reduce your watch time. Do this for a week. Turn on all these settings that I told you about. Do this for a week and you'll see a difference in your overall screen time. And thank me later. I'm building a community of high value men or men who want to become high value. If you think you're one of them, subscribe to my channel right now so my videos can find you more easily and I can help you in your own self-improvement journey by videos just like this every Monday and Thursday. And I'll see you in the next video.